What's happening, people? It's Josh here from Jed's Fitness, and today I'm going to be taking you through my upper A workout. Now in this session it's going to be push prioritise, meaning that I'll be training chest, shoulders and triceps. So sit back, relax and enjoy the video. So I started off my upper session with flat dumbbell press. Now this is going to be the main compound movement that I do want to focus on mostly during this session, hence why I put it first. Before performing this exercise I did actually do some rotator cuff work as I normally do before each push session, just to make sure that I'm not going in cold, because especially when you're going heavy with a lower rep range you can be quite prone to injury. So I performed a couple of warm-up sets working up to my first working set. Here you can see I'm pressing 40 kilograms and I think I got 10 reps out on this, so I upped the weight and dropped the rep range. The rep range that I'm aiming for throughout this exercise is sort of 6 to 8 reps. My rest times will be slightly longer due to chucking around a heavier load, so I need more time to recover in between each set. So I did 3 sets on this exercise before moving on. It's important to keep your shoulders pinched back and your chest puffed outwards. Make sure you get a full contraction on the chest using the full range of movement. So the next exercise of the day was OHP, overhead press, also known as military press. Now this exercise, it's important that you keep your core and your spine tight throughout the movement to stabilise yourself. Your grip on the bar wants to be just a bit wider than shoulder width apart. The bar path wants to be travelling in a straight line, as you can see here. So you sort of almost want to be pushing through your head and then bringing your head through at the end of the movement to make sure the bar is travelling in a straight line and you're going through the full range of movement. You want to keep your shoulder blades tight and you want to be moving the weight by punching up with your elbows. So the rep range for this exercise again will be 6 to 8 reps. Rest times will stay 2 to 3 minutes again, just so I've got enough time to recover. And sets, I will be doing 4 sets of this at the moment, as I'm only including 2 shoulder exercises in this workout. I then moved on to incline dumbbell press. With this exercise I dropped the weight right off and just focused on keeping constant tension on the muscle throughout the full range of movement. So with this exercise I'm only doing 2 sets because I'll be training chest every other day. So rep ranges will be slightly higher at sort of 8 to 10 reps. With the first set I managed 15 reps I think, so I upped the weight and dropped the rep range. With this exercise again it's important to keep your shoulders pressed back and pinched into the bench so you can keep tension on your chest. The next exercise that I did was lower cable flies. I actually like doing these single arm, as I find you can focus more on one side of the pec and get a better contraction. It's important to establish a good mind muscle connection, and it's quite hard to lock this exercise in properly, but when you got it I find it's a really effective exercise. So because this is more of an isolation type exercise, the rep range that I use will be higher, so I'll go for sort of 12 to 15 reps with the lower cable flies, and I'll then superset them with lateral raises just to save a bit of time. With lateral raises it's important that you're standing in a fairly upright position. The more that you bend over means that you're going to put the emphasis on your rear delt as opposed to the lateral head, which you don't want. The starting position of the dumbbells are going to start by your side, and then the end of the movement is going to finish up no higher than shoulder level, as we don't want to engage the traps. Now at the top of the movement we're going to initiate a slight squeeze where we tilt the front of the dumbbells forward, almost as if you're trying to pour 2 jugs of water out at the top. This is just going to put more stress on the lateral head. Now rep range wise I did 12 to 15 reps and 4 sets of these. I then moved on to training the triceps, so I've started including more compound type movements again in my tricep training. So here you can see I'm going for close grip bench. And the rep range I'm going to be using is 6 to 8 reps. So I've actually started hitting arms with a lower rep range, while including lower rep ranges in my training. It's important to keep your elbows rolling forward, so almost brushing along your sides, and you can really feel a pump in your triceps as opposed to stimulating too much chest to shift the weight. I did 4 sets of these before moving on to tricep pushdowns. I then move on to an isolation type exercises for the tricep. So here I'm doing single arm pushdowns. As you can see, my elbows flared outwards slightly. This will just help put a bit more stress on the long head of the tricep. As you can see, the weight used isn't anything heavy. Rep ranges will stay 12 to 15 reps with a shorter rest time of sort of 60 to 90 seconds. I did 3 sets of this exercise, and on the last set I supersetted it with some light pushdowns just to drive more blood into the muscle. Now it's important to keep your elbows fixed in place. The only movement should be coming from extension at the elbow and flexion of the tricep. I don't normally include any bicep training in my push workout, but one of the boys bought an arm blaster in, so I thought I'd better give it a go. Be rude not to. I actually found it really effective, so I finished off the session with a couple of sets of dumbbell curls on this arm blaster. As you can see in the background, we've got some sort of wild creature rolling around on the floor. I believe he's trying to court the girl in the leg press machine. Shout outs to H-Bond. That's it for this video, guys. I hope you found it informative. I hope you enjoyed it. The next video that I'll be releasing in this series will be my upper B workout. This is going to prioritise mainly back, buys, rear delts, and there'll also be a bit of chest chucked in there as well. So please give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Get subscribed, there's more content to come. Peace out, take it easy. I'll catch you in the next one.